Next Generation are here, and we're crocheting some cool embellishments for a crocheted bag, and we've already created a really beautiful flower, and now Amy's about to work on this funky palm leaf or tropical leaf. And Amy, we start right at the center with this brown, don't we?
Correct, and we're going to be doing a chain of 32 stitches to begin with. So I have my chain of 32, and what I want to do is to make this go from very narrow to very wide. So now what I'm going to do is to make 2 slip stitches, and I'm going to make 6 single crochet stitches because I want to get again higher. And now what I want to do is to make a half double crochet stitch. So I'm going to yarn over, insert the hook in the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then yarn over and draw through all of the loops.
So that's a little bit higher than the single crochet.
Correct. And I want to make 5 more. So after I do my double crochets, I'm going to do treble crochets. So treble is yarn over twice, insert the hook, yarn over and pull up a loop. And then from now on, we're going to yarn over, draw through 2. It becomes repetitive. Yarn over, draw through 2. Yarn over and draw through 2.
And if you'd like the complete instructions for this leaf and for all the projects today, you can just go onto our website. It's DIYnetwork.com.
And this is my stem all complete. And what I'm going to do now is, right before I complete this last treble, I want to grab my green yarn and I want to bring it right through those last 2 loops because I want to change colors. And then what I like to do, this is my little tip, I like to place the yarn tail over so it sort of locks the yarn in there, and then I'm going to chain for height. In this case, our next row is going to involve doing a double. So I want to chain 3 for height, and then I want to turn it, and I'm going to do a double crochet, and I'm going to work in that loose end that's hanging there.
So you're not actually crocheting with the loose end, you're laying it over the top of your existing piece and crocheting around it so it's trapped within the stitches.
Right. And then now what I'm going to do is a half double crochet because I want to start creating this curved effect. So I'm going to do a half double, again continuing to work in that loose end. And then I'm going to do 3 single crochet stitches, getting smaller this time. And then I'm going to do 1 more half double crochet. And then from this point on, what I want to do is I want to repeat that 3 more times, and then on the other side as well. And here's what it looks like after I've repeated that all the way on both sides.
And you can really see that wave shape, and that's what happens just by changing from a short stitch to a tall one and back to a short.
Correct.
And if we look at our leaf here, it actually stands out a lot more. It's quite a pointy curve, and you're going to create that now.
Correct. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1 for height. I'm going to turn my work, and then I'm going to do a single crochet, a half double. I'm going to do 2 double crochets, and then I'm going to do 2 trebles in the same spot. I'm going to make a chain 5, which is going to represent the height of a treble crochet, but I'm going to slip stitch right back into that same spot where the 2 trebles are. It makes it so that the yarn winds up down at the bottom. So I'm going to do 5 single crochets after that. So this is what it looks like after we complete that repetition all the way around, and I'm going to chain once. I'm going to turn my work, get that out of the way. And then what I want to do is I'm going to work single crochets all the way up to that chain 5, the one that I said was going to become important for this time around. I'm going to single all the way up. That's what's going to form the very unique look, or the points that are on the leaf. So I have my chain 5, and what I'm going to do is work around that chain 5 from the previous row. I'm going to use this as the base for where to place my stitches. So I'm going to insert my hook underneath of it. I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop, and then yarn over and make my treble crochet again, yarning over and drawing through 2 at a time to work the loops off. I'm going to make another treble crochet, and this is adding height to the tip of the leaf. And then I want to work my way down. So I'm going to make a double and a half double and a single crochet. And then once you do that, you'll see that it starts to form that very curved effect. And you have to be careful right here. You want to skip this first stitch and you're going to slip stitch in the next 5. Again, the slip stitch is like the non-existent stitch. You're just trying to make your way to a new point with that. So after I do my 5 slip stitches, I'm going to repeat that same pattern all around on every one of my little waves.
All right, so our leaf is complete and so are our flowers, and now Amy has a tip for attaching them to your crocheted purse.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my motifs, I'm going to line them up on my bag, decide where they're going to be. I'm going to take my tapestry needle and I'm going to work just with the leaf for the moment. I want to flip it around and I want to insert the hook, and you're just going to whip stitch it together.
And that's what you'll end up with, a really cute bag.